Welcome to Secrets in the Shadows. Today we'll be discussing the tragic case of Bobbie Stinnett, a story filled with heartache, unanswered questions, and mysterious twists that continue to haunt those left behind. Viewer discretion is advised as we delve deep into the timeline of events, explore the evidence, and unravel the secrets surrounding this perplexing case. It was a quiet December afternoon in the small town of Skidmore, Missouri, a town where everyone knew each other and life moved peacefully. But on December 16th, 2004, that peace was shattered. A horrific crime would send shockwaves through the nation. A young woman with her whole life ahead of her, brutally murdered, and a baby stolen from her womb. This is the story of Bobbie Jo Stinnett, a case that revealed a terrifying web of lies, deception, and desperation. Stay with us as we uncover every chilling detail of this tragic murder. Bobbie Jo Stinnett was a 23-year-old woman with a passion for animals, especially her beloved rat terriers. She lived with her husband Zeb, and the couple was eagerly preparing for the arrival of their first child. Bobbie Jo was 8 months pregnant and excited to become a mother. On that fateful December day, Bobbie Jo had arranged to meet someone she knew from an online dog breeding community. The person called herself Darlene Fisher. Little did Bobbie Jo know that the woman behind the screen was actually Lisa Montgomery, a woman with a twisted plan. Lisa had pretended to be pregnant for months. Her own life was unraveling due to failed pregnancies, a troubled marriage, and mental health struggles. Desperation drove her to hatch a sinister plot to steal Bobbie Jo's baby and present it as her own. Lisa Montgomery arrived at Bobbie Jo's home under the pretense of looking at a puppy. Once inside, she attacked Bobbie Jo, strangling her with a piece of rope until she fell unconscious. What happened next was unimaginable. Using a kitchen knife, Lisa cut the baby girl from Bobbie Jo's womb and left the young mother dying on the floor. Bobbie Jo's mother, Becky Harper, discovered her daughter in a pool of blood and made a frantic 911 call. The call was haunting. Becky, desperate, "Please hurry, my daughter is dying." Despite paramedics arriving quickly, Bobbie Jo was pronounced dead at the scene. But there was a glimmer of hope. The baby girl was missing, but believed to be alive. Authorities launched a massive search. Using information from Bobbie Jo's computer, investigators traced the online conversations with Darlene Fisher. Within hours, the trail led them to Lisa Montgomery's home in Melbourne, Kansas. There, Lisa was cradling a newborn baby, telling friends and family it was her child. But investigators knew the truth. DNA tests confirmed the infant was Bobbie Jo's daughter. The baby, miraculously unharmed, was returned to her father. Lisa Montgomery was arrested and charged with kidnapping, resulting in death, a federal crime. During the trial, the defense argued Lisa suffered from mental illness and a history of abuse. They claimed she wasn't fully aware of her actions. However, the prosecution presented evidence showing how meticulously Lisa had planned the murder. In 2007, Lisa Montgomery was convicted and sentenced to death. She became the first woman executed by the federal government in nearly 70 years when she was put to death by lethal injection on January 13th, 2021. Lisa's execution sparked controversy. Mental health advocates argued that her history of childhood abuse and mental illness should have led to a different outcome. Appeals were filed, but ultimately, her execution was carried out as scheduled. Lisa Montgomery's upbringing was marked by unimaginable abuse. Born on February 27, 1968, in Melbourne, Kansas, Lisa suffered severe emotional, physical, and sexual abuse from an early age. Her stepfather constructed a makeshift room where he isolated and assaulted her. Her mother, Judy Shaughnessy, further contributed to her trauma by subjecting her to physical abuse and emotional neglect. Lisa underwent a tubal ligation after the birth of her fourth child, but later began to experience pseudocyesis, a condition that causes a woman to believe she is pregnant. Her mental health deteriorated further as she became increasingly delusional. In 2004, as her ex-husband threatened to expose her false pregnancy in a custody battle, Lisa's desperation reached a breaking point. She meticulously researched home births and cesarean sections, even purchasing a birthing kit online. Her actions were calculated, not impulsive. The day after the murder, Lisa presented the kidnapped infant to her husband as their own child. She even called friends and family, joyfully announcing the birth. But investigators, tracing her digital footprints, quickly uncovered the truth. The defense argued that Lisa's severe mental illness and history of abuse impaired her judgment. Psychiatrists testified about her complex PTSD and depression. Yet the prosecution presented a chilling portrait of calculated planning, ultimately swaying the jury. The murder of Bobbie Jo Stinnett devastated Skidmore, a town already scarred by past violent events. Residents struggled to reconcile the image of Bobbie Jo, a kind, trusting woman, with the brutality of her death. Bobbie Jo's parents were left grappling with unimaginable loss while caring for their granddaughter, Victoria Jo. Bobbie Jo Stinnett's murder was a tragedy that left a community broken and a family shattered. Her daughter, Victoria Jo, survived and is being raised by her father. This case serves as a haunting reminder of the dangers that can lurk behind the masks people wear online. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the Bobbie Stinnett case. If you found today's investigation compelling, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode from Secrets in the Shadows. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below and help us shed light on cases that deserve answers. Stay curious, and until next time, keep seeking the truth.